So the raid on Onigashima is upon us, people. We have the Torii Gate already down. The plan is already written up, and we are inbound. All right, Luffy and company have already gotten some action. There's a smidge of action here or there. And Jinbei, first son of the sea, Mr. Beyond Man, is in. The only thing we're missing right now is Neko, maybe Marco, but the other Minks, potentially the Grand Fleet. We're missing cats here or there, fine. But for the most part, this is going to be the Enies lobby to our Water 7. We are inbound right now. And I gotta say, I really gotta say, I'm looking forward to a lot of these fights. The number one fight I need to see, the number one Straw Hat I must see fight is Robin. I'm tired. Oda, I'm tired of waiting. It has been since Sky Beer. But my boy Yama was a GOAT. Yama was clean, bro. Axe Mountain, the cartwheels, the man was all world, bro. Like, I'm telling you, top 5. Easy top 5. But, yeah, please, nothing since? It's disheartening. I mean, I guess you can say she fought against that one dude in Fisher Island, Hammond. Trash. I need to see Robin against a competitor. And among the Flying Six is a female. Folks are saying Nami. Why? Why on God's green earth would it be Nami when she's a member of the weak trio? She can stay in the back. She's been doing Nin the entire day. This is not a Robin stream, obviously. Or this is not a Robin video, I should say. I'm in stream mode right now. This is not a Robin video. But that's the fight I really want to see the most. And we're seeing the boys go in, all right? We're seeing Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei, Brook. They're all going in on these guys in latest chapter 977. And it was dope because, you know, they're ready to go, obviously. I mean, just, you know, fodder guys, but they're ready to go. And they're feeling good. They're really feeling themselves. It is what it is. However, what caught my eye was that, you know, Zoro used one Enma, you know, did a cut, and that was it. No drawback, no hockey, give it back, none of that. It was just Zoro, sing, do-do-do-do-do. Alright, okay. So Zoro seems to be having a relatively good time with Emma right now. And recently, we saw Monkey D, Luffy, use Gear 4 Bound Man. What? And afterwards, apparently not exhausted, not, you know, heaving, weaving, I can't use hockey, can't move. No. Use Gear 4 Bound Man for a bit, and then he's relatively fine, argue with Kid and Law again. I'm like, wait a minute, okay. Luffy's Gear 4 seems to have improved, and that's probably a byproduct of his hockey training for this new stage armor hockey. The Ryo, as folks dub, but it's not really, again, Ryo is just their word of using armor hockey. Just how Skypiea is a mantra for hockey as well. With that being said, Luffy's armor hockey has gone better. And because of that, it looks like he's actually able to control his Gear 4 state to a better degree. So maybe now it's possible. That Luffy can go into Gear 4 Boundman, get out of Boundman, and then go into Stickman immediately. That could be possible now, because we're seeing him out of Gear 4 Boundman after they do that attack him on the ship, and then he's arguing with Law and Kid. So I'm not gonna say just yet that he can go, let's say, in between Gear 4 Boundman, Tankman, and Snake Man within that same Gear 4 transformation. I'm not gonna say that just yet. But keep in mind that Luffy, after Whole Cake Island, we see him on Wano, looking a bit beefier, a bit stockier, went to the gym, making all kinds of gains. All kinds. And then we're seeing his Gear 3 activate just a little bit differently, just a wee little bit, even in the anime. A wee little bit differently, expanding a bit more. And not like a full-blown Gear 3 elephant gun, but it's still getting a bit bigger. And he got that from the Katakuri training. We're seeing his observation hockey a bit better.
ゾウは鼻で私の頭を右から狙っている。
I'm like, oh, wait a minute now. That's new. Luffy never did before, ever. And all of a sudden, he's actually calling out the attacks like Sunder Sonya, like Rayleigh did. I'm like, whoa, all right. That's impressive. So Luffy, subtly but surely, is growing. Absolutely. And one Roanoa Zoro. Zoro Enma's gonna be pretty intense. It's gonna be pretty wild. Yes. And Enma, because it was made by the same person who made Waruchi Monji, Zoro's connection with Enma has grown at an exponential rate. And Enma is, as far based on that one attack in that one panel, it looks like Zoro can't say that he's mastered Enma, but he's gotten better with Enma for damn sure. If he's in a more difficult fight, we may see him struggle a bit with Enma because he's now reaching that point of, okay, I'm struggling, and then my haki is being taken, because he has to kind of micromanage maybe a bit more in like a longer fight between actually fighting and then Enma trying to take his goddamn haki, like, no. So that could happen in, let's say, a more tough opponent. But at the same time, if Zoro's clean, if Zoro is actually gonna be clean in like the next fight where like Enma is like no longer an issue, I wouldn't be surprised as well. It may not make much sense, but consider this. Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji, on the way to the NES lobby, they got power-ups somehow. Like, CP9 lower-ranking dudes were a problem for Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji back in the day, back in Water 7, and on the train. And in NES lobby, I mean, Jabra, Kaku, Rabu, the top three dudes. We're seeing Gear 2, Gear 3, Devil Leg, Ashura. What the hell? What? What's going on here? And just how, once again, Wano Country, Onigashima is very parallel to Water 7 and NES lobby. We're seeing these guys get better and better and better. And I might as well say this now, but I feel that this arc, based on the last few chapters, I feel like this arc is actually going to be more like NES lobby rather than Marineford War. This arc will have a sprinkle of both, but I'm leaning more towards this is going to be more like NES lobby when it comes to the raid on Onigashima. Now in the future, I do have a video planned for this subject, so for the time being, I'll leave it at that. But this time I think Oda's actually learned. He's actually learned a bit from Water 7 and NES lobby, and not just have some random power leaps apparently during the train ride, because Luffy says, I've been testing something out. When? On the train? Wait, Luffy, when did this happen, dude? What do you mean? What? How? It's actually shown in the movie, where Luffy actually does Gear 2nd accidentally on a movie. I think it's movie number 6 or movie number 5, where like an opponent's kind of like crushing him and like his legs kind of pump accidentally. Now granted, the movie is filler, so just take it with a giant grain of salt. Doesn't really matter. I brought up as like a fun fact, more so than, you know, taking it seriously. So Oda's kind of, I guess, learned from NES lobby in Water 7, where in this case, we've seen them growing a bit, because again, Zoro, Enma, Waruchi Monji connection, same guy in the swords, alright, fair enough there. Luffy, again, we've seen that over the course of Wano Country in small increments here or there. Sanji actually fought against Page 1. So unlike Luffy and Zoro, he actually had a full-on fight to test the capabilities of the Raid suit. And in the anime, it's studly. In the anime, it is ferocious. And then on top of that, he was also in the bathhouse, you know, making sure that Nami and Rob were okay, you know, he was making sure everything was okay. So Sanji's had some time in Wano Country as well to get used to the raid suit. So again, compare that to Water 7 and it's live to where Sanji, all of a sudden, Devil Leg, where'd this come from, dog? So at the end of the day, Zoro and Luffy are showing subtly, but definitely showing the fruits of their labor and this incremental growth over the course of the arc, especially for Luffy, because it's more apparent for Luffy. In hindsight, this I think was a very good decision on Oda's part, whereas in the previous major arc like NES Lobby, Water 7 NES Lobby, we just hopped into the power jumps immediately. And when it comes to these Wano fights, even though I really want to see Robin the most, I obviously am still really hyped for the rest of the Straw Hats when it comes to their potential roles and their fights as well. Like, I'm really hyped for the mega headcanon Brook versus Apu. Oh my god, please! Please, the Brook versus Apu, the battle of the tunes, the battle of the bars would be fire. Oda make it happen. Of course, I'm looking forward tremendously to the results of Luffy's training, to a potential new Gear 4 or a Gear 5 state maybe in the future. I'm looking forward to what Zoro can deliver with Enma, maybe even the return of Ashura, hopefully the return of Ashura, or maybe even like a new version of Ashura, or let's say a whole new greater demon god thing. Whatever Oda wants to do with that, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fire nonetheless. And of course, I'm looking forward to Sanji in the raid suit, being able to utilize his martial arts style with the raid suit in full, and maybe even unlocking the next stage of the raid suit techniques like the other German kids could. There are just so many possibilities right now on what can happen on Onigashima, and I just can't help but be reminded of when I was first reading NES Lobby and trying to figure out what was going to happen when it came to CP9, when it came to Robin, and when it came to the crew. And I'm looking forward tremendously to this. Tremendously. So obviously, guys and gals, that is it. Let me know your stance on the subject matter at hand, and be sure to rate the video, because I know it is not that hard to do, because I guarantee you that, because I know that you all have a device called Zamaosu. You use Zamaosu to click, rate the video, to click, subscribe, to click on that bell to join the squad, and of course, as always, feel free to please do comment in the comment section down below. Peace, and have a nice goddamn day.